The closet in our bedroom has always been a bit of an enigma. There's nothing in it, just clothes and boxes of old childhood toys. But every night at 3 a.m., I swear it opens itself. And I mean wide open, like someone or something is standing inside of it, breathing down your neck. Or maybe she'd think that I'm crazy. I have these dreams about a man wearing a top hat. No matter how many times I close that door during the day, every single night at precisely 3 a.m., the closet door begins to open by itself. Maybe I just need to get this off my chest. I met her at the closing, and she seemed nice enough. I'm pretty sure that she took care of her parents here after they got sick. I remember thinking to myself at the time that it must be hard to live in the same house where you grew up. I've placed a full-length mirror in front of it, but I can feel the scratchings from inside the closet sometimes during the day. And if that's the case, then she can deal with sleeping on the couch in the living room until whatever is in the closet decides to move out. Whatever is in there is probably only active at night. I'm going to take a sledgehammer with me and break the closet door. I know that whatever it is, it's been waiting for me. I can feel it out there. I can feel its presence. It's patient. It's calculating. It knows exactly when to strike. I hate the man in the top hat who seems so happy to see me in my dreams. And when it's dead, when I'm finally free of it, I'm never going to forget. Never. I hate the way that the air grows cold whenever that door opens. I hate the way that I can feel the moisture on my skin. I hate the scratching noises. I hate the way that my wife pretends like nothing is happening. I hate the way that I feel when the door opens. I hate everything. Hopefully whatever is in there will come out, then I can destroy it. Or maybe it's a ghost. I don't know. Then we'll need to call a priest. If she wants to see what's going on, she can place a camera in front of the door and watch the monitor with me while we sleep. But she won't agree to that. She said that she doesn't want to give this house any more power over us. Whatever happens in this house, stays in this house, she says. Hey, my wife thinks I'm nuts, so she doesn't do anything about it. She says we should just renovate the house and tear down that wall. We can make the closet smaller and relocate the door. She says that it's probably just in my head. But I told her that I'll make her a deal. That didn't work. I tried nailing a 2x4 in front of it. That didn't work either. And whatever's in there doesn't seem to mind the mirror or the wood. Sometimes when I go to sleep, I'll feel something brush up against my leg, like a cat or a dog. But it's not my golden doodle, Barkley. I saw fear in her eyes earlier today when she walked by the closet and the door was wide open. She quickly shut it and ran out of the room. That's when I knew I needed to get to the bottom of this once and for all. He sleeps at the foot of our bed, and I know it's not him. His fur wouldn't feel like that. I know what a dog feels like. It's something else, something evil. If this doesn't work, I don't know what to do. I wish I could remember everything that Martha told me about this house. Maybe there's something in the attic or in the basement. Maybe there's something in the walls. What if this house is haunted? What if I'm being stalked by a ghost? It must be hard to let go of the past, even when you have to. But as I shook hands with her and gave her my card, she gave me a strange look and whispered, "Don't forget what happened here. Don't forget, but I did forget. I'm ashamed to admit that. But now that I'm here, I can't forget. I've lived in a lot of places, but this house is different." At first, it was just the dreams. Then the closet started opening on its own, like some kind of horror movie. I've tried everything to stop it from happening, but nothing works. I put up a baby monitor in front of the closet, but somehow the footage just shows static. It doesn't matter what camera I use. Even tried putting up an old VHS camera from the 90s, and it did the same thing. The monitor was just filled with static. We bought it about 6 months ago from an elderly woman who had lived here her whole life. She was over 80 years old, and her late husband raised 3 children here. Their names were Alice, Thomas, and Elizabeth. All 3 of their kids have since passed away, as did the parents. They're the first new owners of this house in almost 100 years. First, there's a little scrape against the floorboards. Then the door slowly swings open. When it gets to about a 45-degree angle, I start to sweat. That's when I know it's happening again. I reach out and grab my wife's arm, shaking her awake. But when she turns over and sees that it's only me, she laughs and goes back to sleep. He wears a dark suit with a white shirt and a black cravat around his neck. In his right hand, he holds a cane that has a skull for a handle. The man is always smiling at me in my dreams, and he seems very happy. I never want to go back to those places I visit in my dreams, because when I do, I wake up to that feeling of dread. Then I can hear a scratching noise coming from the closet, and the door starts to open. I'm telling you, if I didn't know any better, I would say that this is some kind of haunted house story, but it's not. It's real life, and it's terrifying. I've never seen anything in there, and I don't hear anything either, but I feel it, the presence behind me. I can feel it watching me when I sleep, and I can feel its hot, fetid breath on my ear. Sometimes I'll wake up to the sensation of fingers trailing down my arm from my shoulder all the way to my fingertips. They're never there when I turn around, though. My wife doesn't believe me. She says it's my imagination, but it feels so real. So real. I could scream, I guess, but what good would that do? My wife would probably just laugh at me. Now maybe I should tell her about the dreams I've been having too, because they might give her reason to believe me. And here's what really sucks. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure why I'm making this video. The only other person who lived here before us was an elderly woman named Martha. It's the closet that bothers me the most. I've also tried placing things in front of the door to block it from opening. It's been happening more and more lately. Now I don't know if it's been happening more or if I've been more sensitive to it. She can ignore me and pretend like nothing's happening, but I still want answers. So tonight I'm going to try something else. I'm going to go into the closet. My wife still insists that this is all in my head, but I know that she's lying. Tonight, I'm going to finally find out what's behind that closet door. This is my last-ditch effort to fix this. I hate this house now. I hate the closet. I hate the darkness inside of it. Whatever's in that closet, it's mine now. I'm going to destroy it. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to make it suffer.